Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Trillium Tarot. This is Stephanie, as usual. Well, as always, if we're being perfectly honest. I'm the only one flying the ship here. I'm really glad that you are able to join me for this flip through of a new deck or a recently acquired deck. I ordered it from my favorite Ukrainian shop on Etsy. And let me put the banner up here so you know what to search for. The shop is called Divani Shop, and Uliana there is just a joy to work with. So I definitely encourage you to check out her site there. There's a lot that we cannot do in order to support the people of Ukraine, and I firmly believe that by purchasing from Etsy shops, we can support the people who are going through the struggles at the moment. Please do, by the way, before I dive in, please do give the video a thumbs up as it helps the algorithm, the video appear in searches. And if you can, just leave an emoji or something in the comments below the video after you watch it. This particular deck is called the Tarot of Metamorphosis, and I really like it because it combines so many different things. And you'll see the kind of somewhat fantastical images on these cards. So we start out with the Fool. I'll move through these cards fairly quickly. I did include a walkthrough of this deck in a live stream that I did. I did 5 decks at a time, about 45 minutes long. So this was one of the decks that I did, that I included in that walkthrough. This card in particular was one that grabbed my attention when I saw it on the Divani Shop page. I love the way nature and humanity and changes in life and emotions can sometimes be still and sometimes be deafening and sometimes be just trickling. So that was one that really jumped out at me. Now, this is a deck where the 8 card and the 11 card that we usually see in the Rider-Waite-Smith are switched. So in this deck, the 8 card is Justice. And then as we move on, you'll see that the 11 card is the Strength card. I think there was recently a story about a child who was rescued from the mouth of a hippopotamus. So I find it interesting that the card in this deck is somebody inside the mouth of a hippopotamus. Let's see. Temperance. The Devil. I am deliberately moving slowly through these cards, as always, because I want the lighting and the focus to catch up. I have in the past had to re-record videos, so if the visual effect isn't working for you, or if you have a suggestion for improving the video, leave it in the comments. I have re-recorded a video, and I can do it again if need be. So here we are starting with the Suit of Swords. Now, on this shop, the majority of the decks that I have purchased through Divani Shop have been decks that have been out of print. So not only are they reprints of previously available decks, but they're previously available, or decks that were previously available overseas. So we may not have even seen, here in the US, we may not have even seen these cards on the market. And I must confess, I have an issue with, here, I'll move, as I'm talking, I'll move on to the Suit of Wands here. I freely admit that I have a problem, I guess, with collecting tarot cards. I don't really want to call it a problem, but maybe that would be appropriate. But I have fallen down the rabbit hole, or following the trail of decks that are more unusual here in the States. Ooh, this is the other one. There were 2 card images as I was looking at this deck on the Divani Shop Etsy page. This was the second one that caught my eye. The 7 of Wands. I love the way the tree is portrayed, that the way the arms are standing there. It almost looks like a roof above it. I don't know. I'd have to look more closely, take off my glasses and look more closely, but it almost looks like nature is having a hissy fit over humans taking over nature, for lack of a better term. But that image really grabbed me as I was looking through and shopping for decks. 10 of Wands. And now I have completely forgotten what I was talking about before I grabbed that or pointed out that card. But that's okay. If it's important, it'll come back. And if not, then it was probably just me babbling and I didn't necessarily need to share it anyway. Here we'll look at the suit of cups, or chalices as it's called on this deck. I kind of wish I could get my camera closer, but if I get it closer, it's going to cut off the number at the top. You can see that the chalices, it's listed in English on the upper left-hand corner of the card, but also other languages. Some of them are languages that I don't know I've ever seen before. I'm just sitting here trying to look at the corners of the cards as I'm putting them out, and I really don't know. Now, since these are from overseas, this is a suit of pentacles, by the way. A lot of the books that come along with these cards are in Russian or Cyrillic or Ukrainian. On some of the listings, Uliana does say that after you purchase, just send her an email or a message through Etsy, and she will email the English version of the little white book that comes with it. And I haven't yet done that. I really should. But just so you know, an English version of the cards, the book is available. So here we come to the very last card in the deck. Again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you spending your time to watch this video. Please do give it a thumbs up, as it does help the channel. I really appreciate your time, and I look forward to the next video.